If your Facebook ads are getting more expensive, inconsistent, or just straight up weird, there's a good chance that you're actually competing against yourself. Yep, you versus you in the ad auction. It's called audience overlap, and if you don't know how to fix it, this one little mistake could be wrecking your results. So let me break it down. When you run multiple ad sets targeting similar interests, lookalikes, or even broad audiences with the same geo and age ranges, Facebook doesn't know which one to prioritize. And when two of your own ad sets go after the same people, guess what happens? They bid against each other. And the algorithm's like, cool, I'll just charge you more for both. You end up cannibalizing your own reach. Your CPMs go up, your performance tanks, and you start thinking it's your offer or your creative, but really it's just bad audience structure. All right, let's dive into it. So first of all, you want to make sure that you save your audiences. It's going to save you a lot of time. You're going to be a lot more organized. You're going to have a lot more control. So that's step number one. And when we go into audience overlap, right, which is what we're just talking about. So what's going to happen is you're going to have higher CPMs. You're going to fatigue your audience faster. And it also messes with a lot of the data. And here's some good rule of thumbs. 0 to 10%, you're on the green zone. You're good. 11 to 20, that's when it gets a little bit iffy, but in general, you're pretty good. 21 to 40, that's moderate overlap, right? This is kind of when you start seeing some red flags. 40 plus, that's pretty heavy overlap. And easy rule of thumb, if overlap is greater than 30, either exclude or refine until it's under 25. Only run in parallel if overlap is minimal or creative strategy is intentionally different. So let's go into the ads manager here. In the ads manager, you want to go to audiences, and in here you can see I have all of these saved audiences. So I have it filtered out by saved audiences. Again, you also have lookalikes, custom audiences, etc. But these are all my saved audiences. And what's really cool about this is we have audience size. So if we go to audience size, top of funnel audience size, you generally want to be 2 million to 10 million plus, right? Middle of funnel, that can be 100K to 1 million. That's kind of where you want to be at. Bottom of funnel can be smaller, 10K to 100K. These are just kind of some general guidances around that, but you can see audience size here, which is super helpful. Availability and date created. So here you can see the naming convention. There's top of funnel, there's middle of funnel, but what you want to do is, let's just say we have this one and this one, these two saved audiences, top 10% zip and marketing interest business decision makers, and top 10% to 25% zip and engaged shoppers, page admins, and lead gen interest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click show audience overlap here, and you can see there's 20% overlap. So almost 1 million people overlap between these two saved audiences. So what does that tell me? In general, I wouldn't be too concerned here, but what you could do is you can further narrow down these audiences. So maybe I'm going to add another way to narrow this audience here. So then now we're more in the green. But in general, over 30, that's where it starts getting a little concerning. And why does it get concerning? Because then your ads are bidding against each other, right? They're trying to target the same people and you're bidding against each other, which is not good. And here's how to deal with it. You can either add exclusion, so exclude audience A with audience B, or you can combine the audience. So combine audience A and audience B because they're so similar. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're not testing multiple interest stacks that are basically the same. And this is why audience overlap and using this tool is so important. And again, you want to keep your test groups clean. That's going to give the algorithm space to optimize your ads. And remember, the goal isn't to outsmart the algorithm, it's to work with it. If this helped you catch a mistake in your ads, do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm more than you know. And drop a comment if you found two of your ad sets that are fighting against each other. And if you want our agency, Great Marketing AI, to run your ads for you, do the audience overlap check, optimize your ads, scale your ads, then go to greatmarketing.ai or use the link in the description and we'll fix that. And make sure to subscribe and check out our other videos where I show other advanced Facebook ad marketing tactics to help you scale your ads.